Next, I need to talk a little bit about audio patch. And what audio patch refers to is where we send sounds, right? And whether we're sending them to the speakers in your computer, or whether we send them to the phono jack that is on your computer, or whether or not we're sending them via USB to another sound device, to a sound card. And so the way that we access that is going to be through our pull down menu and production properties. And if we open production properties, we have all kinds of options that are over here as far as the appearance of our cue list, general title, author, date, notes about your show. But down here on the side, you'll see an option that says audio. And in audio, you have a couple of different options here. Preview is where you're going to preview sounds, right? So you could maybe preview to your headphones so that you could hear things in your headphones. But then the program 1 and 2 are going to be your outputs. Where are you actually going to send the sound? And right now you can see that my computer is set up to send sound to the speaker headphone jack. This is my little headphone jack that is on the side of my computer. If I click the little pull down, I have other options. I could send it to my USB speakers. I could send it to a monitor that has speakers in it. I could even send it to my microphone, but I don't know that that will work very well, right? Or I can send it to my headphones. So if you change from earbuds back to your speakers, you may need to really check to make sure that you have the correct audio device selected both in preview and in output 1 so that your sound files play correctly. Now, there is another place in Windows that we need to check that we have the correct output location set, and that's in Windows. And if you open the window in the lower left corner of your screen and go to your settings, go to system settings, right? And we go to sound, right? Sound output. This is just the normal sound settings for your computer. And if you scroll all the way to the bottom, while you have MultiPlay open and click on advanced sound options, you will see that MultiPlay is now listed as a device. It is currently using the default sound settings. Now, that may or may not be right. The first box up here is for output. See, output. The second box down here is for input, right? So for output, I can use default, or I can select any of these 4 options. You may need to check in your Windows settings to make sure that MultiPlay is actually playing sounds correctly, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and close that. And that's where you can find the 2 areas where sound settings are needed. Now let's go ahead and let's just add a cue. Why don't we go ahead and insert an audio cue, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert the Milk Carton Kids, and I'll say open, right? I've added that cue. If I select that cue, I can now hit go, and we'll start to play.
Please welcome the Milk Carton Kids.
And if I want to stop that cue,
so good to be back here at Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
I can hit the escape key or stop all. Right? So that's how we insert a cue and check to make sure that we're actually outputting some sound. If you inserted a cue and you don't hear anything, check both the output section of MultiPlay and check your Windows settings to make sure that you have the correct devices selected.